Hello, fellow soldiers. This is Chaplain Park. Something good happens today, and something bad happens tomorrow. The sun shines today, and it rains tomorrow. A problem is solved today, and another problem comes up tomorrow. Most people don't like when they are faced with problems. They desire to live a problem-free life. If only they knew the priceless blessings hidden in their problems. What would happen if there were no waves or storms of the ocean? Fishermen may enjoy it first, since they would be able to fish undisturbed. However, without waves or storms cycling nutrients in the ocean, most marine life would starve to die, leaving fishermen with no fish to catch. You see, the waves and storms are an essential component of healthy ocean life. In the same manner, problems, trials, challenges, all are essential for human life. Problems help us grow strong and mature and even complete. The Bible says, "Consider it a pure joy when problems come at you from all sides." Why? Because problems will help us grow strong and mature, making us well developed, not lacking anything. We have to admit that problems are integral parts in our life. So, in one sense, problems are not problems. Facing problems is normal. The real problem is in our minds. If we believe we can't get forward because of this or that problem, we won't be able to move forward. On the other hand, if we believe we can overcome our trials or challenges, we will. Problems are not only integral parts of our life, but also opportunities to experience a better life. But what about big problems or great storm in our lives? When a great storm comes up in our life, we are likely to be overcome by the size of our problems. We may try to come up with our own solutions. They may work or they may not. If the size of the problem seems too big, we may be seized by fear. We may think, there is no way for me to get out of this problem. There is no hope for my life. My life can't get better. No one can help me. God is not fair. I hate my life. See, real problem is not the storm itself, but our negative way of thinking. Who do you think was the first person to surf? Perhaps he or she started as someone who just loved to swim. One day, he goes out to swim, but finds that he can't because of enormous waves. Disappointed, he goes home. The next day, he goes out again, but still the waves are too big. He leaves even more frustrated. The third day, he goes out again and finds the waves are still too high. He sits on the beach and stares intently at the waves. He begins to complain about the unceasing storm, but all of a sudden a strange thought comes into his mind. What if I could ride on top of the waves? What if I could ride on top of the waves? From that moment on, instead of complaining about the size of the waves, he learns to ride them with the board under his feet. The size of the waves no longer held him back. In fact, the larger the waves, the greater the excitement. Surfing on gigantic waves in the middle of a storm may sound scary or even crazy in the beginning. And it is not an easy task. Nevertheless, it is possible for anyone through practice. Practice what? Practice the renewing of our minds by checking and controlling our thought instead of letting our thoughts control us. In this way, we can learn to master the waves instead of letting the waves master over us. What kind of problems are you carrying right now? What is your perception of them? What kind of thinking do you hold for your problems? Would you do me a favor? I want you to imagine yourself standing on top of your problem. Your problem may be too big so that they can cause you to shake. But strive to stay above them. Strive to stay above them. In this way, you're learning to serve on your problem. I know it is not easy, but with practice, you will be able to do it. With practice, you will be able to do it. I pray that your problems can turn into a great source of strength, power, or even joy for all of you. I hope and pray that all of my fellow soldiers can learn to serve in the middle of storms we are facing right now. Amen.